Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit about some Nintendo stuff. You know, Nintendo tends to get lost in the shuffle on this channel ever since the whole PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X stuff has been dropping. Sales figures have just recently come out. Nintendo has killed it. They are close to 80 million global worldwide sales with the Nintendo Switch. So let's give them some props there. First and foremost, I am a big, huge fan of the Nintendo Switch. As you can tell on the channel in the past and coming up, all the shovelware I cover on it. So, I've always been a supporter of Nintendo my whole life. Almost every console I had growing up was a Nintendo console, and I've just been excited. When the Switch came out, I was super excited because it was everything I wanted in a Nintendo console. And I think they've been crushing it and killing it. It's a great console. Thousands of games available on it. Some not so good. Some shovelware, will admit it. But, you know, the classics, the Zeldas, the Marios, everything like that. And not to mention, the portability of the Nintendo Switch just makes it so much more of a, I guess, a family-friendly, portable-friendly, gamer-friendly type of console. And now that we're getting some sales figures and interesting stats worldwide, we're seeing some good stuff here. So today's article is about that. This is about some interesting statistics in Japan for the Nintendo Switch. Before we get into this article, if this is your first time coming here, why don't you smash that red subscription button and let's be gone. So Nintendo now holds 99% of the Japanese gaming market. So Analyst Hideki Yasuda, and pardon my Japanese, guys, I probably butchered that, from Ace Research Institute, has published interesting statistics on game sales in Japan at the beginning of 2021. So yeah, all the financial results have just come out this past week. I made a video covering like their top 10 of results. Like Animal Crossing did like 30 million and stuff like that. And we're starting to get all these companies giving interesting stats out. We're seeing some analysts give out some thoughts and commentary, and this is another one of them. So according to him, Nintendo is the undisputed leader in the Japanese video game market. Nintendo has always done great in Japan. Sony has also done great in Japan. Microsoft, not so much. To this day, Microsoft is still trying to get a foothold in Japan in the gaming market. But right now, Nintendo is king. The Switch has just been the perfect thing in Japan. I think handheld gaming is big in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. And just the gimmick and quirkiness of the Nintendo Switch makes it that much more user-friendly in a place like Japan. So, yeah, very interesting. So, between December 28th and January 30th, Switch has sold over 2 million games, and PS4 has sold 21,000. Think of that. Switch has sold over 2 million games between December 28th and January 30th. PS4 has only sold 21,000. 21,000 to 2 million. Wow. Look at that number. So it says on the list of the most popular titles, the only game for Sony console ranks 26th. This is Call of Duty Black Ops. Thus, Nintendo holds 99% of the Japanese market. So I can't read this chart, but you can see Switch, 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 and then PS4 right here. The only PS4 game right here, and that's Black Ops. So holy macaroni, guys. Look at these sales numbers right here. I can't read that chart, but it says in early February, Nintendo released another financial statement that confirmed that the Japanese publisher was doing great. The company has already sold 79.8 million Switch and expects sales of 100 million by the end of this year. I think they're going to do it. The Switch is going to surpass the Wii. It just surpassed the 3DS. It's going to surpass the Wii. And it's crazy. And a lot of people are wondering, when is there going to be a Nintendo Switch Pro or a Super Switch like it's being called? As long as the Switch is selling like this, they're not going to make a brand new console. It's kind of like what I would like to coin the GTA 5 paradigm, or the GTA 5 principle. Yeah, the GTA 5 principle. GTA 5 is making so much money, there's no need for a GTA 6 right now. They won't do it. Just like Nintendo will not add on and make a new console yet. There's absolutely no reason. There's a funny graph right here. Look at this. Okay. 99% of the market is Switch. So total software sales reached 532 million copies. This includes games and add-ons. Animal Crossing New Horizons is owned by 39% of Switch owners. Sales are growing all over the world. And this was a source via Twitter. So let's take a look at this. So you can see, for sales reference, the data is from 12/28 to 1/30 by Famitsu. Switch 2,070,506 copies. PS4 21,425. In top 30 chart 26, Call of Duty is the only PS4 game. Oh boy, big boy Nintendo practically monopolizing the market. Good on them. So I think a huge contribution of this could be possibly shortage of stock as far as like PlayStation goes. It's very interesting that PlayStation 5 wasn't in those stats. So who knows what exactly that stat is. That's very interesting. It didn't even show anything regarding PS5. But this is the Japanese market, which, to be honest, I'm not completely familiar with. I just know that Nintendo has been crushing it. And this isn't the only article or only journalist or analyst I've seen in recent weeks show how well Nintendo is doing. I mean, did you see the UK charts I talked about in video the other day? They're killing it in the UK. They're killing it in the United States. You know, a lot of people like to discount Nintendo. They like to say Nintendo is not any kind of competition to anything, that Nintendo has no bearing on the market. I would slightly disagree on that. I think the Switch is definitely a good alternative to the next gen consoles that are out there. Sure, it's not as powerful. Sure, it doesn't have some of the heavy hitting games like Call of Duty and Spider-Man and God of War and all that. But they got the Zeldas, they got the Marios, they got the Mario Karts, they got games that are like 3 or 4 years old, still crushing it in top 10 charts. And it's comparably, you know, from the price point, families might choose a Switch above getting a PS5 right now, especially because PS5s are hard to find. So good on Nintendo. Very interesting. If anybody else knows more about the Japanese market, feel free to let me know in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think, and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you on the next one.